Life was never meant to be easy. The path to greatness is not paved with comfort, convenience, or shortcuts. It's carved through difficulty, sacrifice, and pain. The people who rise to the top are not those who choose the easy way. They are the ones who do the hard things when no one else will. Doing hard things is not just about pushing your limits. It's about transforming who you are. Every time you take on a challenge that scares you, you grow stronger. Every time you face fear and move forward anyway, you build courage. Every time you fail and refuse to give up, you build character. That's how greatness is formed. Not in moments of comfort, but in the heat of challenge. Look around you. The world celebrates results, but it rarely sees the struggle behind them. The late nights, the lonely mornings, the moments of doubt where quitting feels easier. But champions, real champions, keep going. They do what others avoid. They don't chase easy, they chase growth. They know that doing hard things is the only way to become someone capable of handling the life they dream of. Think about it. Anyone can do what's easy. Anyone can stay comfortable. But if you keep choosing what's easy, your life will be hard. When you choose to do the hard things now, your life becomes easier later. Every difficult step, every painful lesson, every setback you face, those are your training grounds. That's where you're forged into someone powerful. You can't wish for strength. You have to earn it. You can't pray for success and expect it to come without work. You have to show up, even when you're tired. You have to push through, even when no one is watching. You have to believe that the effort you put in today will shape the person you become tomorrow. Doing hard things is not about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about taking the step even when you can't see the whole path. It's about falling down and getting back up again and again. It's about saying, I'm not stopping until I make it. When you choose to do the hard things, you separate yourself from the average, because the average avoid difficulty. They settle, they complain, they blame. But the extraordinary, they rise. They embrace the challenge. They welcome the pain because they know pain is the price of progress. So, the next time life gets tough, don't run from it. Lean into it. When you feel fear, step toward it. When the weight feels heavy, lift it anyway, because on the other side of that struggle is the person you're meant to become. Every mountain you climb builds the strength to conquer the next one. Every challenge you face prepares you for the victory waiting ahead. You don't grow by staying comfortable. You grow by choosing the path that tests you. So, do the hard things. Wake up early when your body wants to rest. Work when others are sleeping. Keep going when everyone else quits. Because the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. The struggle you endure today will become the strength you rely on tomorrow. Remember this, you're not here to live an easy life. You're here to live a meaningful one. And meaning is built through difficulty. Growth is born from discomfort, and success is created by those who refuse to give up, no matter how hard it gets. So stop waiting for things to get easier. You were not made for easy. You were made for excellence. Do the hard things, because that's where the magic happens. That's where the transformation begins. And that's where you become unstoppable. ChatGPT said, growth does not happen in comfort. It begins the moment you decide to step beyond what feels safe, predictable, and easy. Comfort is the enemy of progress. It keeps you trapped in the same place, doing the same things, living the same patterns. But the truth is, life doesn't reward comfort, it rewards courage. Every time you choose to face something hard, every time you push yourself beyond what you think you can handle, you discover a new version of yourself that you didn't know existed. Growth begins beyond comfort because that's where resistance lies. And resistance is not your enemy. It's your greatest teacher. When you lift weights, your muscles grow by resisting pressure. The same principle applies to life. You grow stronger mentally, emotionally, and spiritually when you face the weight of challenges. Every obstacle that stands in your way is not meant to stop you. It's meant to strengthen you. The world has made comfort seem like success. It tells you to play it safe, to take the easy path, to avoid pain. But the truth is, the easy path leads to a hard life, while the hard path leads to a life of purpose, confidence, and freedom. When you settle for comfort, you settle for less than what you are capable of. But when you do the hard things, you unlock your hidden potential. You realize that the limits you once believed in were only illusions created by fear. Fear thrives in comfort zones. It whispers lies that tell you you're not ready, not good enough, or not capable. But growth happens when you ignore that voice and take action anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward despite it. Every great leader, every successful person, every champion you admire didn't get there by staying comfortable. They got there by doing the uncomfortable, the uncertain, and the difficult things that others refuse to do. It's easy to talk about change, but real transformation demands sacrifice. It requires you to give up who you are for who you can become. It asks you to let go of excuses, to embrace discipline, and to stay consistent when motivation fades. Growth is not a one-time event, it's a daily decision. It's waking up every day and choosing to get better, to learn more, to push harder, even when you don't feel like it. The discomfort you feel when you're pushing your limits is not a sign to stop. It's a sign you're growing. Think about the butterfly. Before it takes flight, it struggles to break free from its cocoon. That struggle isn't punishment, it's preparation. Without it, the butterfly would never develop the strength to fly. You are the same. The challenges you face are preparing you for your next level. Without the struggle, you would never develop the strength you need to rise. Comfort might feel good for a moment, but it never leads to fulfillment. Comfort keeps you small, it keeps you silent, and it keeps you stuck. But discomfort builds warriors. It builds character. It builds leaders who know how to endure, adapt, and overcome. The people who achieve greatness are those who stop running from pain and start learning from it. They don't avoid pressure. They embrace it because they understand that diamonds are formed under pressure. Growth begins beyond comfort because that's where you discover your true potential. You don't know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. You don't know how much you can achieve until you push past what you thought was possible. The mind wants safety, but the soul craves expansion. And that expansion can only happen when you challenge yourself. So don't fear the hard days. Don't resent the struggle. Welcome it. Because every time life tests you, it's giving you an opportunity to rise higher. Every setback is a setup for your comeback. Every failure is a lesson that strengthens your foundation. The pain you feel today is the strength you'll rely on tomorrow. If you truly want to grow, you must be willing to be uncomfortable. You must be willing to walk through uncertainty, to fail, to feel fear, and to keep moving forward anyway. That's how you build resilience. That's how you build confidence. That's how you build a life that means something. When you push yourself beyond comfort, you begin to see what you're really made of. You realize that you were never weak. You were just untested. You were never lost. You were being shaped. And once you taste the satisfaction of growth, comfort will never satisfy you again. Because now you know that your potential lies just beyond the edge of fear. So take the step that scares you. Have the conversation that challenges you. Pursue the dream that seems impossible. Because everything you've ever wanted is waiting for you outside your comfort zone. Growth doesn't happen by chance. It happens by choice. Choose the hard road. Choose the unknown. Choose the path that stretches you. Remember this, the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. Don't let comfort steal your greatness. Don't let fear control your destiny. The life you dream of, the strength you need, and the person you're meant to become, they all live beyond comfort. So step into the discomfort. Step into the challenge. Because that's where you grow, that's where you transform, and that's where you become unstoppable. Pain produces power. Every struggle, every setback, every challenge you face is not meant to destroy you. It's meant to build you. The hard things you go through are not punishments. They are preparation. Life doesn't give strength to those who avoid pain. It gives strength to those who endure it, those who keep moving forward even when it hurts. When you do hard things, you awaken the part of you that's been sleeping, the part of you capable of greatness. Anyone can smile when things are easy. Anyone can work hard when motivation is high. But it's in the moments of pain, when everything feels heavy, when your body is tired and your mind whispers, "Quit," that your true power is born. That's when you decide who you really are. Pain is a teacher. It doesn't speak softly, but its lessons last forever. It teaches patience, endurance, discipline, and humility. The people who rise above are not the ones who had it easy. They are the ones who walked through fire and refused to be burned. They felt pain, but didn't let it define them. They used it as fuel. When you do hard things, you discover a version of yourself you never knew existed. The one who can go further than you thought possible. The one who doesn't need comfort to stay committed. The one who can rise again after falling 1,000 times. That version of you is hidden behind the wall of pain, and the only way to find it is to go through. It's easy to avoid hard things. It's easy to choose comfort, to take shortcuts, to stay in the safe zone. But easy choices create a hard life. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you trade growth for stagnation. You trade potential for regret. The world is full of people who had dreams, but never had the courage to do hard things. Don't be one of them. Every dream comes with a cost. Every goal demands a sacrifice. You can't expect strength without resistance. You can't expect greatness without struggle. Pain is the price you pay for transformation. And those who embrace it, those who look pain in the eye and say, "I'm not afraid," are the ones who change their world. When you lift weights, your muscles tear before they grow. When you learn something new, your mind struggles before it understands. When you chase a dream, your heart breaks before it believes. Pain and progress are twins. You can't have one without the other. So the next time you feel tired, broken, or defeated, remember that pain is not your enemy, it's your opportunity. It's life's way of preparing you for what's next. Every storm you survive makes you stronger. Every failure you face gives you wisdom. Every obstacle you overcome builds the foundation of your future. Do not run from hard things. Run toward them. Because on the other side of that difficulty is the life you've been praying for. The discipline you build today will become your confidence tomorrow. The challenges you face today will become your strength tomorrow. Nothing great ever comes without a fight. When you embrace the hard things, When you stop avoiding the struggle and start facing it, you unlock a level of power that most people will never know. You become unstoppable, not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. The truth is, comfort never made anyone extraordinary. The road to success is filled with pain, rejection, and doubt. But if you can endure the hard things, you'll rise above the rest. You'll discover a power within you that no failure can break and no obstacle can stop. So do the hard things. Wake up early. Stay disciplined. Push yourself when you want to rest. Keep going when it hurts, because pain produces power. The more you face it, the more unshakable you become. One day, you'll look back and realize that every difficult moment was molding you. Every hard season was training you, and every painful step was leading you toward your destiny. You'll thank the pain because it gave you purpose. You'll thank the hard things because they made you strong. Remember, greatness isn't built in comfort. It's built in the struggle. Champions are not born, they're forged in the fire of challenge. So don't pray for an easier life. Pray for the strength to do the hard things. Embrace the pain. Turn your struggle into strength, because pain produces power, and those who master that truth become unstoppable. Every dream, every vision, every success story has one thing in common: grit, the courage to keep going when everything in you wants to stop, the determination to rise after every fall, the relentless pursuit of greatness even when the path feels impossible, because greatness doesn't come to those who wish for it. It comes to those who work for it, fight for it, and never give up, no matter how hard it gets. We all dream of living an extraordinary life, but few are willing to endure the extraordinary effort it takes to achieve it. The truth is, success is never about talent alone. It's about endurance. It's about the ability to keep pushing when your body is tired, your mind is screaming, and the world seems to be against you. Greatness requires grit, because grit is what turns potential into power and effort into excellence. When life hits you with setbacks, when doors close, when people doubt you, that's not the end of your story. It's the test that defines it. Every great person you've ever admired has faced failure. They've faced rejection, ridicule, and disappointment. But what made them great was not their success. It was their refusal to surrender. They had the courage to do the hard things, the patience to keep building, and the faith to believe that their struggle had meaning. Grit is not something you're born with. It's something you build. It's forged in the fire of adversity. Every time you push through pain, every time you stay disciplined when no one is watching, every time you keep going when quitting feels easier, you are developing grit. You are strengthening the muscles of perseverance, resilience, and character. The world is full of people who want instant results, quick wins, and overnight success. But that's not how greatness works. Greatness takes time. It takes years of unseen effort, of late nights and early mornings, of failing and trying again. It's the daily grind, the small, consistent actions that no one applauds, but that slowly transform you into something unstoppable. When you choose to do hard things, you separate yourself from the ordinary. You stop settling for average, and you start striving for extraordinary. You realize that comfort never creates greatness. Easy paths never lead to meaningful destinations. The real power lies in embracing the struggle and using it to fuel your growth. Because every challenge you overcome becomes proof of your strength. Every obstacle you face becomes a stepping stone toward your destiny. Grit means doing what you said you'd do, long after the excitement has faded. It means keeping your promise to yourself when no one else is holding you accountable. It means waking up every day with the mindset that says, I will not stop until I reach my goal. Even when the results are slow, even when progress is invisible, you keep moving forward because you know that consistency always wins. You may not be the fastest, the smartest, or the strongest, but if you refuse to give up, you will outlast everyone who does. That's what grit gives you, an edge that talent alone can't match. It gives you endurance. It gives you power. It gives you the heart of a warrior. Remember, the path to greatness is not a straight line. It's filled with detours, disappointments, and moments of doubt. But those moments are not there to stop you. They're there to strengthen you. Every setback is a setup for a greater comeback. Every fall teaches you how to rise stronger. Every storm prepares you for the calm that follows. So don't fear the struggle. Embrace it. Because the struggle is where you find your strength. It's where you discover what you're truly made of. The easy days don't define you, the hard days do. And the more you endure, the more unstoppable you become. You see, grit is not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. It's about having the courage to keep showing up even when the odds are against you. It's about holding on to your vision, even when everything seems to fall apart. Because one day, when you finally achieve what you've been working for, you'll look back and realize that every hard moment was worth it. The truth is, greatness is not a destination, it's a mindset. It's a choice to rise above mediocrity and give your all, no matter what it takes. It's a lifestyle of discipline, focus, and resilience. And once you commit to that mindset, nothing can stop you. So, keep going, keep fighting, keep doing the hard things. Let your grit be louder than your excuses. Let your determination silence your doubts. Because the world doesn't belong to the weak. It belongs to the relentless. The ones who refuse to give up. The ones who keep moving forward no matter how many times they fall. Greatness is not given. It's earned. It's earned through effort, through pain, through sacrifice. And if you have the grit to endure it all, there is nothing you cannot achieve. So stand tall, stay strong, and never quit. Because greatness requires grit, and you have it within you.